Live from Arkansas' streaming news leader, this is THV 11 Morning News at 7 on THV 11 Plus.
Good Monday morning here on THV 11 Plus. I'm Hayden Balgavy.
And I'm Karen Fuller.
I'm meteorologist Tracy Bean.
Good morning, I'm Ashley King. Starting off pretty busy already this morning
already on a
in
Monday.
Central Arkansas. Yeah, and it was a busy weekend. You know, just watching our headlines. There's so much to talk about for the next couple of hours.
Unfortunately, but lots of events going on, and the weather was
hot.
It's a busy morning.
Yeah, the weather's impacting us all. It might be impacting traffic too. I'm guessing.
It would definitely be impacting you if you're stranded on the side of the road without any air or to keep you cool. But yeah, we already have a couple of accidents this morning that we're watching. One is in the southern part of our state near Hope. This is the Hope exit on I-30 going westbound. This is backed up from the Fulton exit where there are 3 accidents right here. So if you're in Clark County or somewhere in the southwestern part of our state, you're going to be heading to Texarkana, I-30 westbound this morning. You're going to be stuck in traffic for just a little bit. So you may want to find an alternate direction. So just scrolling down here, moving the map on down to this area, as you can see how backed up it is, and it's causing a major issue actually past the Hope exit. And they've been working on that for quite some time. And going back up here to the metro area, you can see that around Conway, we also have an accident on Highway 64. They've been working that for quite some time. It's a major accident that has happened in this area, impacting all lanes of traffic. So we'll be keeping our eye on what's going on with both of these locations throughout the morning on THV 11 Morning News here on THV 11 Plus. Let's get a look at our weather.
Well, weather is hot, and I know we've shown this graphic many times, but I can't say enough how much we need to make sure we are staying weather aware. Of course, it is summertime in Arkansas. It's supposed to be hot, but just a little added extra reminder about how warm and how dangerous this heat can be at times. We do have some areas with extreme heat warning off to the east of the metro and the Fort Smith area as well. That means those heat index values will be 110 and above. The rest of the state, heat advisory, again, still very hot and dangerous, 105 to right around that 110 mark. Now, those heat waves, we had one earlier this year in June. We're working on these days here now. Started July 16th, and we're certainly going to add many more days to this string. I'm afraid we are looking for the next couple of days. Our average is 92, but we're just sailing right past that, and we may see a few of those 100-degree days as we're heading into Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And even at that, it still stays 98, 99. Now, for a heat wave, that's going to be 3 consecutive days of 95 degrees or above, and you can see we are still going to figure out a way to add on to that. So a lot of days to be added there. Taking a look out there right now, temperatures are already a bit muggy this morning. We are continuing to see those temperatures start to soar. Humidity is around 94%, I know. So go ahead, drink that water, make sure you're staying safe. We'll look at the day hour by hour and then what you can expect for the rest of the week coming up in just a few minutes.
Tracy, thank you. More severe storms hitting parts of the U.S. over the weekend, just as some states are still picking up the pieces from earlier disasters. In Central Texas, crews continue recovering from those deadly flash floods.
The number of people missing, though, is now sharply lower, from more than 100 down now to 3. Texas lawmakers are to meet today to talk about storm relief and ways of making its warning system better.
Meanwhile, hail pounding Maine, flash flooding trapped drivers in Maryland, and funnel clouds actually spotted in Indiana. In North Carolina, volunteers still helping tropical storm survivors, handing out diapers and supplies.
Out west, it's not rain, but wildfires scorching more than 18 square miles near the Grand Canyon. Arizona's governor surveying the damage this weekend and is now demanding answers from the state's park services over its handling of the fire. An investigation is underway this morning following a deadly explosion that killed 3 veteran Los Angeles County Sheriff's deputies. Authorities say a Santa Monica homeowner found what looked like grenades while cleaning out their garage. The sheriff's bomb squad took a device to a training facility Friday where it blew up as deputies were trying to deactivate it. The detectives, Joshua Kelly Eklund, William Osborne, and Victor Lemus, all died. The sheriff describes this as one of the darkest days for his department.
This is, unfortunately, the largest loss of life for us as the LA County Sheriff's Department since 1857. between all three sworn members. They had served our community proudly for 74 years.
The three men were elite members of the arson explosives team. In all, 16 children are now left without their fathers. The FBI is assisting in the case. Flags are now flying at half staff across the state of California.
President Donald Trump spent his weekend golfing, but celebrated the 6-month mark of his second term with social media posts. New CBS News polling provides insight on the president's job approval rating. CBS News correspondent Bradley Blackburn reports on the latest developments.
President Trump touted his accomplishments in his first 6 months in office, writing on social media, "We got a lot of good and great things done." A new CBS News poll finds 42% of Americans approve of the job he's doing, down from a high of 53% in February. The president has a different view of his approval ratings, posting his numbers have set records in the Republican Party since the, quote, Jeffrey Epstein hoax was exposed. A CBS poll shows 50% of Republicans are satisfied with his handling of the Epstein case. A further party breakdown finds 60% of MAGA Republicans are satisfied. Trump has pointed the finger at Democrats for the controversy.
The president blaming Democrats for this disaster, Jake, is like that CEO that got caught on camera blaming Coldplay.
Trump sued the Wall Street Journal Friday for its story claiming he sent a birthday message to Epstein that included a sketch of a naked woman. Trump denies it. In a separate post, the president also called for a name change for the Washington Commanders NFL team, saying the team should go back to its old name, which has been criticized as racist by some Native American groups. The Trump administration is working to keep the focus on trade, with August 1st a hard deadline for new tariffs, according to Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick.
You got to remember, this is going to pay off our deficit. This is going to make America stronger.
The CBS poll finds 60% of Americans oppose the tariff plans. The new rates are as high as 40% for some nations. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
Staying with the Trump administration, the head of ICE says agents will arrest anyone in the country illegally, even if they don't have a criminal record. In a CBS News interview, Acting Director Todd Lyons says ICE will focus on serious offenders, but will also arrest non-criminal immigrants during operations, especially in areas with sanctuary policies. He says those policies force ICE agents into communities rather than allowing them to take custody of non-citizens directly from local jails. ICE has also resumed large-scale raids at work sites, targeting both unauthorized workers and the companies that hire them. Lyons says exploiting undocumented labor is not a victimless crime.
Time now 7:08. Cases of measles keep climbing across the U.S. with nearly 1,300 confirmed so far this year.
That's the highest total in 30 years, and health officials warn the U.S. could lose its measles elimination status if the outbreak grows through January.
Experts are urging families to get vaccinated now, especially with school starting soon.
Make sure they're up to date on their vaccinations before heading into school is something to start thinking about now, so we're not caught at the last minute trying to get this all done. Our 4 to 6 year olds, when they're first starting kindergarten or first grade, have a variety of vaccines that they need to be caught up on so they're prepared to enter school in a healthy way and not have to miss school due to vaccine preventable illness.
Arkansas has reported 8 cases this year. The CDC says just over 92% of kindergartners are vaccinated for the disease.
Health officials are now sounding the alarm as West Nile virus cases rise across the U.S. Right now, at least 50 cases have been reported this year in 16 states. None here in Arkansas, but nearby states, including Texas, Louisiana, Oklahoma, Mississippi, and Tennessee, have seen infections.
About half of the cases are considered severe, yet a CDC study finds only 1 in 4 providers can correctly diagnose the virus.
West Nile symptoms range from fever and headaches to vomiting and body aches. In rare cases, it can impact the nervous system, but most people recover within a week.
Let's go back to Ashley King with a check of the traffic this morning. Ashley?
Yeah, thanks, guys. We're watching an accident that happened overnight on I-30 westbound. This is near Fulton. There are actually 3 accidents in this area now, but about 1:30 this morning, the first accident happened, causing some major delays. So if you're in the southwest part of the state, maybe Clark County, this is a look at the Hope exit there on I-30. As you can see, traffic is backed up, and it has been for hours. And so this is from Fulton past Hope that we're seeing this back up, and it would be best if you're traveling to Texarkana maybe to take a different route if you can, because you're going to be stuck in traffic for quite some time. There was another accident too that happened near Conway on Highway 64, impacting all lanes of traffic. This is a very severe accident here too, so this is going to take some time to clear, and they have people out on the scene working this accident right now. So we've got a couple of places that we're definitely watching this morning. Otherwise, right here in the Little Rock area in the metro, as we have people coming into downtown Little Rock, it looks okay right now, but we'll get another check of the traffic in a few minutes. We're looking at our drive times into downtown Little Rock, just 20 minutes if you're coming from Conway, from Cabot, 20 minutes if you're traveling from Benton there at the Alcoa exit into downtown Little Rock, just an 18-minute drive. So that isn't looking too bad. We're going to keep an eye on these other accidents though, Tracy, but it is going to be a hot day to be stuck on the side of the road or to run out of gas or whatever. So make sure that you gas up.
Yeah, something about that too, just making sure, especially with these hot days, you don't anticipate having to sit in the car. So, you know, when it's going to be hot like this, maybe even having some extra water with you just to be safe. And again, none of those people expected to be sitting, and I think a lot have been sitting since the middle of the night. So again, just make sure you are staying safe, drinking a lot of water. I wanted to talk about looking before you lock, that hot car index. We're going to see that temperature today really close to 100 degrees and some over, but just in 10 minutes it's going to go ahead and rise to and feel like 119. After 30 minutes 134, and 60 minutes 143, 143 degrees. So again, when accidents like this happen, if we are seeing those, and we've already had some of those this summer, it's because people are out of their routine, maybe in a hurry, maybe the morning was a little off of that normal rhythm. So again, just look, and just to make sure, again, just to keep a safe eye on all of them. And again, looking at what to expect, we've got this ridge of high pressure you can see, and we've got lots of heat right here on top of Arkansas. We're going to start to see that high pressure move off into the east, and we'll see the tiniest little break as we're looking at those hundreds going to more 98, 99. But again, it is still going to stay warm, and I expect for a lot of these advisories to be extended.